Welcome back to Afternoon Express as we are throwing forward to World Baking Day tomorrow. So as we do continue on our masterclass in baking, Chef Tjaart shows us how to turn the brioche dough that we have made into 3 different flavored cinnamon rolls using everyday pantry staples. So Chef Tjaart, I mean, this looks restaurant worthy.
It really is, isn't it? I mean, that could grace any sort of, beautiful patisserie window, wherever.
Chef, before we go too far, and maybe Pale, you might also be in on this question, right? There's cinnamon buns.
Yes.
There's Chelsea buns.
Oh.
Are they family? Are they related?
Your typical Chelsea bun has got the lovely icing on the top, run with raisins through the centre of it. Then your cinnamon roll is usually quite sort of plain, although there is icings that you can put into it as well. But it's more about the filling here, your cinnamon rolls. Right. So here's this beautiful brioche, and it smells. It's got a wonderful sort of yeastiness to it as well. But it's rich, it's buttery. I mean, look at my hands. It's just like sort of, you almost like lather yourself in it. It's so good, Anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give a piece here to me to you get your little creation that you want there. And of course, I'm going to be ambitious as always. Let's have this again here. And then what you need to do is just roll it out. So let me roll one quickly here, and let's get rolling there. Now, you got to work fairly quickly. And what you want to do is create a lovely, long, yellow tongue. Keep it off your surface. A little bit of flour, but not too much.
Because you don't want to change the consistency.
As you go, you don't want to change the consistency. Oh, Polly, you're really learning something as we go on the baking, huh?
I actually really do pay attention, Chef Tjaart, when you talk.
I'm very impressed. No, not always surprise, but I love it when you come back with those things because actually, we're obviously imparting, a little bit of, good knowledge along the way. And then in terms of fillings, well, I mean, there's just so much that you can actually put into here. So from pistachio nuts, hazelnuts. I always talk about those, little loose packets that you have in the cupboard.
Pantry.
This is the great time to use those. A selection of nuts. Lightly toast them if you want. You can do a bit of melted chocolate spread if you like. Marmalade as another option. Any of your favorite jams. I mean, what's your favorite jam, for instance?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. So imagine some strawberry jam into here, and then some freeze-dried strawberries as well that you can get
add the freshness.
Shops too. Add a lovely little pop as well. Just plain sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. So there's lots that you can actually add and do. So what you want to do is create a little bit of a rectangular shape. If I can have the rolling pin again, please, Jimmy. So let's just sort of make that out like that. So that's going to go out to there. I love nuts. Into there. Again, don't overfill it either. Be very careful because you want it sort of to bleed and blend together when it bakes. But pistachios, a little bit of hazelnuts as well. So do that. So now then you can do something else. So let's have a look at taking a little bit of chocolate.
I was going to say, Chef, we have to add some chocolate in there.
Yep. So a little bit of chocolate. Just smear that along there as well.
It already looks and smells delicious in here.
So there's that there. And then I want to say, always what is the best part of it is that center, right? So for that center, I'm going to be like really naughty here. And I'm going to take a little bit of this marmalade because chocolate and orange are like the best combination ever. So that's going to go closest the edge to me. Yes. Then it's all about, no, not to me, to me, but yes, very good. And then from there, you need to then roll it. So your closest edge to yourself, you're going to sort of flip that initial one on, and then you're going to roll but pull back slightly, but not tight. It's not a tight roll. And then you're going to keep rolling that forward. So pulling it, rolling it, pulling it, rolling it, all the way to the end.
Wow.
Same with here as well. So fold that over, and then you're going to sort of pull and roll, pull and roll, pull and roll, all the way to the end.
Stunning. Now, Chef, we've promised them 3 different flavor fillings. You've already gotten 2 down and packed, and I cannot wait for you to do the next step. But moving into Tumi's section, you've got more of the plainer.
Not plain. I mean, I want to call it classic.
Okay, classic.
Let's call it classic because it's the one that people always know. It's the cinnamon bun, the cinnamon roll, which is literally just some butter, some sugar, and some cinnamon mixed together to make like a paste, right, Chef? You want it to be pasty.
So you want a bit of glue. So I've got that in there. I haven't got any extra butter here. That butter is going to sort of, melt away and leave a much more open sort of cinnamon roll. But again, smear some butter on there so that acts as your glue as well, as it is a melted, awesome, softened butter. And you can start to see. Now you want to try and keep it as even as you can along here. But taking those and you're going to pop them into your baking tray. Give them a bit of space because they are going to expand as they go. And then same with the chocolate. Just cut the ends off. And then here we go, and you're going to see that beautiful...
Oh, it looks so good already.
Little swirl, but look in the center. Is that little bit of marmalade that's really going to sort of, you know, pop through and be absolutely gorgeous when you get to the heart of your cinnamon roll.
So ideally, Chef, this would be best to use a dough that's straight out of the fridge because you want to be able to manage it, right? If it's room temperature, it will
room
be
temperature is going to be a nightmare to do it, so it needs to be nice and cold, so then you can actually, you know, roll it out and do what you need to do. So yeah, you just got to keep going. You're doing there. I'm going to sort of do another...
Don't be rolling it like a pro, dicing and cutting it the way up.
The one thing I love about having Chef Tjaart in this studio is that I know that by the end of that segment, the end of the day, I've learned something more than what I already know. So I'm just in my element right now.
Gentlemen, come join us that are looking forward to getting in on this magic. But Chef, when this does come to the baking time and the temperature, what should that be?
So 180 degrees, so about 35, 40 minutes in your oven until lovely and golden and cook through. But it's really important, allow them to prove now. Don't go and pop them into the oven now. Allow that, you know, the dough's cold. Allow it to prove up, then bake it. I'll tell you, this is something that's absolutely scrumptious.
I cannot wait. Well, you have a bite. I know he's been waiting from the top of the show since Tommy presented it to now. I mean, Mzansi, please do remember that we are giving you an opportunity to walk away with an incredible baking starter pack. I like to call it a nice starter pack for rebaking as we do celebrate World Baking Day. So make sure that you take that selfie watching Afternoon Express, and who knows, you could be walking away with one of those incredible baking goodies.
Maybe take that picture while you're having and enjoying one of these. How's that? Okay, that was a baking masterclass with a capital B-M. We hope that you've learned a thing or two. Thank you very much, Chef Tjaart. You're phenomenal.
Absolutely,
and of course,
pleasure.
Our chefs, Tumi and Jay, love you lots.
Yes, and to all of you out there, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you again on Thursday. But till then, good night, stay safe, and happy baking.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.